Hey guys, this video is about Secockpit, which is similar in some ways to what you would get from Niche Refinery for those that use that tool while it was still available. But sadly, it's retired now. So this is probably the only tool that I found that does as good of a job as Niche Refinery. And actually, well, it's a bit of an understatement. It does a much better job than Niche Refinery, but it's also more expensive. But I'll give you guys a preview of what all the features that SE Cockpit offers, because I think it's really valuable for when you want to put aside a month and just do like extensive keyword research, like maybe a month or two, because I think it get expensive month after month to always keep using this program, and sometimes you just want to move on to other things because eventually you'll have all the keywords you want, so you might as well work on building up your websites. Okay, so I did a first search on video editing software. Basically, it was just, let's say I click here, I could do new keyword search. Here I do video editing software. Then I choose, I want results from Google AdWords synonyms, which is basically the free Google keyword tool. Minimum monthly, I'll put 500, and I'll tag these in blue. Okay, so I loaded up the results. So here you see the keyword, the monthly search. This is always given in exact. The competition analysis. This is pretty accurate from my experience, and we'll look at these numbers a bit further soon. And domains. This is a really awesome feature. You can see exact matches right here. Like here you can see that the .com and the .net is available. And when you have the net like this with hyphens, that means the exact match with the hyphens is available. I would recommend against using these. They don't really give an exact match bonus, and I think it just makes the domain name look weird. So you might as well go for a really cool domain name that you actually enjoy. And then you have the CPC, the cost per click. Okay, so let's try to, before we analyze the competition further using this tool, we'll expand these results. So instead of just using the Google keyword tool, you could actually use synonyms and Google related searches synonyms. So let's say I'll do Google suggest and I'll put in another tag. Well, by using the suggest and the third option, you probably won't find keywords that are always extremely relevant to the keyword you're searching for right now. I find those two are really good for giving you other niche ideas or keywords that are like tackling your niche from a different angle that you might not have thought of, because they're kind of broad basically. So let's see here, I tagged them in 5. So video editing software for Mac, video editing software for Mac. Okay, so it was kind of in the same general niche, though that is a pretty good idea to include a section about editing software for Macs. Okay, so we'll try the final option here. So I'll use the related searches this time. I'll tag them in orange. Video editing software. Save and close. So yeah, as you can see here, like the related search option is really giving you some very broad keywords. I usually use this to maybe get other niche ideas, because it kind of confuses you when you're trying to like drill down a specific niche. Anyways, so once you have like your list, you could also, of course, like instead of just keep using the same keyword, you could just do video editing and expand it further on that field and tag it in blue, something like that. I mean, you could do like 20 Google keyword searches here on 20 different keywords, and they'll all be in the same list. And at the same time, the keywords that might appear on every search will, of course, not be like spammed here. You'll only see it once. Okay, so once you have your list, this is where it's cool. You can just drag them in a folder. So let's say you could drag it there. Video capture, I don't like that one. It's kind of broad. Movie editing software, we can use that. Video editor for free, so it looks good. Best free editing software. Okay, so you have a few basic keywords. You can go to your folder, you have some here. And now we'll drill down the competition, like best video editing software. This looks like a really good team keyword. Not only is it like kind of broad, to me it sounds like a cool theme or slogan for a website, like part of one. And it has 27,000 exact searches, so that's pretty good. So we'll check on the competition. So I did it before, that's why I loaded it instantly, but it's very quick too. Okay, so here they use the SEO Moz ranking data, which is kind of similar to what you may be used to. They just put different names to it, basically. When you do like a search on Google or whatever, you can't really see the domain authority or the page authority. This is like a better judgment of the PR of a website, basically, from SEO Moz's formula. So as you can see here, the top two look a bit harder, but rank number 3 to now rank number 6 are definitely beatable within a year, from what I can see here. And since best video editing software is a really good like team keyword, I'd probably be working on it for like many years as part of my main website keyword, maybe. So maybe eventually you can rank for rank number 1 and number 2. And also at the bottom, you can see the interest over time graph, which is really important. This graph can show you a lot of data, such as if you see that your keyword is like going down, then you know people are losing really a lot of interest in it. Like this might happen for, I don't know, a video game that came out 6 months ago. Now, like the search trend for it is probably going down. Or you can also see seasonal values here, like stuff like Halloween costumes are probably going up really high in October and then dropping really quickly. So if you build a website on that, then you know that you can't really expect to make much money until it's the seasonal holiday. So that's basically it with a Secockpit. What I do usually after this is I go double check on the Google Keyword Tool. Not for all my keywords, but once again, as I said, best video editing software would probably be like one of the main keywords of a website I would build it on. So I would at least double check this one. So Google Keyword Tool, and here you have it right there in exact match format. Click on it. Then here I would check the PR. For those who don't know, this is the SEO Quick plugin. I usually almost always use it for quick verification. Okay, yeah, as you can see, the number 1 looks number 1 and number 2 look decently hard. Then the other ones are much lower PR, and some of them have barely any backlinks. So definitely beatable. Okay, so like this way you have both like the PR and page backlink formula that we're all familiar with, and you can also compare it with the results from the SEO Moz formula. And if you're wondering, the SEO Moz formula, I tested it a few times, like on keywords that I've ranked number 1 or I'm in the top 5 for, and to me it seems very accurate. So I would definitely recommend that you consider these values.